Because it seems like drugs are mentioned a lot in raps.
Depends what kind of rap you like.
Perhaps.
Did you sound any wider, Shawn?
Yeah, that was actually a very good beginning. That was very good.
With the, thanks. I was told like just start with the same. Oh, I guess I looked at one of your tutorials online. Shockwave has some tutorials online available, and one of them tells you how to beatbox. So if you've never beatboxed before, you can you do it. But tell me if this is right. You say the word boots and cuts. So like boots. Cut.
So you would okay class.
I'm gonna have them do it too.
This is a quick shortcut. All right. There's these two words that will just help you get into it. The word boots, and then the word cuts, and then you say boots cuts boots cuts. That's the first step. So audience, let me hear you say boots
Cuts. Boots. Cuts. Boots. Cuts. Boots. Cuts. Boots. Cuts.
Okay, stop. Now let's do it, but don't say the actual word, say the sound. So, listen to me, make the differentiation. Boots, cuts, boots, cuts, boots. And now, boots, cuts, boots, cuts, boots, cuts, boots, cuts, boots, cuts. So now just do the sound and not the actual word. Audience, ready?
Nice.
It's much better online.
Well, so I hear that now this beatboxing has taken you beyond the Aspen Comedy Festival to a new job. Can I say it?
It's called the Electric Company.
Yeah, and so you're part of the new Electric Company.
It's a very different incarnation in that sense. There's a lot of callbacks and there's a lot of originality from the previous version, but there's a narrative that runs throughout which the previous did not have, and there's these little commercial breaks that happen 3 times a show, and within those commercial breaks I have a segment of my own which is 30 seconds or a minute. It's going to be a really awesome show. We finished filming in December and it goes on the air in January on PBS.
We have a drummer here, and you're a beatboxer. I wonder. It doesn't have to be dueling banjos, but can you guys do like a little back and forth? Maybe.
May I stand up?
Sure.
Will the cameras follow me?
Yeah. Yep. So our next guest is one of you guys. So has anyone in our audience ever been on TV and ready to be peppered with questions from me and Matt Shafeek? Please welcome Kyra. So Kyra, I understand you're on TV.
Indeed.
How
episode
long
of
ago?
Lost were you on?
Yeah. He loves Lost. I love
So
House.
do I. I can't get into House. It's a problem. It makes me anxious. But I do love Lost.
You can turn towards me. Let's take it this way.
Yeah. How long ago was I on TV? The last time, I guess, would have been, I guess I was 10. So
Okay.
12 years ago.
You just gave away your age.
Yeah.
Oh, darn.
But it's a young age.
Yeah, so I'm okay.
So what was the situation?
Well, my father actually works for PBS. He was the station manager at the time in Champaign, Illinois, Champaign-Urbana, and they had a Halloween episode of one of their shows called Scary Prairie Fire. Prairie Fire was the show, but this was a Halloween episode, so it was scary, and they needed a little girl to act out the part of a possessed child from the central Illinois area. So I was that possessed child.
Did you have to audition, or was it just because Dad?
No, they said they need a little girl, and Dad said here. And I'd been doing.
She's possessed.
That's right. And I'd been doing voiceovers for the station for a long time. I was helping them write for the kids, and coming up next, Barney and Friends, and that kind of stuff. So.
Now, I know PBS. There must have been an educational slant to this Scary Prairie show. What was it?
It was.
He's on to him.
That's right. It was based in. The show was based in Central Illinois, so this was like stories from the Central Illinois area, and these were ghost stories from the Central Illinois area. So it was local.
And you mentioned champagne earlier. Champagne. Does like if they were to create sparkling wine, could it legitimately be champagne?
Well, it's spelled differently, but I think it probably could be.
Oh, it's not spelled champagne the way
It's
they spell it?
CHAMPAIGN.
Oh, okay.
They also don't normally name drinks after their town they're from.
Champagne is, though?
Well, from
France.
Yes, from the
Well, that's
province
like-
in France.
Not,
Oh, the
they don't
whole
do that
province?
anymore. Like, not today. Like, there's no, like, you know.
I'm just looking for a way of cutting corners in case you ever need to get real champagne. You know?
Java's named after a real place.
What is?
Java.
Java. That's a city in Indonesia.
I don't know.
But they're
But that's
known for their coffee.
immaterial because it's named after a real place.
So you were a possessed child, huh?
Yeah.
So
On
when
TV.
I think possessed, I think of the neck going all the way around.
No, not
How
quite.
far?
Not quite that. It was mostly.
How far can you make it?
Be more tenacious than...
Whoa, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
What was your behavior like as a possessed?
They had me. I didn't. It was not a line thing. They just had me. They had narrative going over me.
Yeah.
And it was me. It's sort of you see me swinging my little hair around and looking. I'm scared. I'm possessed, and all in black and white in this lovely little mansion that it's a really old historic mansion that they had there, and it was just me in a little Victorian dress, and then it was I guess it was filmed in 96, so they had the cool technology of the girl who ended up possessing my body, the ghost that possessed my body. They had it laid over mine so that when she leaves my body you can see the ghost leaving. It's very...
Did the priest come in and pull her out of you?
No, she was just ready to go. She had said goodbye finally. It's really interesting. If anybody wants to see it, I'll send you the footage.
But so in this tape, though, you probably saw some room for improvement, right? You saw the way you acted when you were 10. You're like, man, if only I could do that again now. I would totally nail it.
Oh, if I could repeat. Well, sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm so natural then, I wish I could be now what I was back then at age 10.
Well, we might be able to give you that opportunity.
Oh,
right now, to reenact a possessed little girl. You don't have to, but
but the pressure's on.
It was the fall of 1996.
Is that OJ?
Somewhere in Champaign, Illinois. Is that right?
Yeah.
A little girl, an innocent little girl, is visited by a demon. The spirit and the body meld to become one, that of which does not belong to this earth.
Shafeek, make it educational.